Hey Genderqueer gang, it's CJ, also going by Christian. Today is Sunday, April 20th, and I'm sorry I missed last week, but I will try to be on it and do this week. So, just to start off, I'm going to combine last week's trans-related tattoos and this week's topic about age and gender. So, do I have any trans-related tattoos? Yes, I do. This one right here that I have on my arm of a tree with a couple of birds. There's a bird right there. There's also a bird on top there. This is a trans-related tattoo for me because it was near the beginning of my transition. And to me, the tree, I know it looks dead, but it's growing and it's alive. The tree symbolizes change and progression, but the roots are there to just kind of remember where you came from. So that's why I chose to have this tattoo done. It was kind of on a fluke, and I probably shouldn't have done it, but there you go. It's awesome, and I like it, and I don't regret it at all. With regards to other tattoos that I have, the only other one I have is this tattoo right here, which it's love with an infinity symbol. And I actually got this one with my sister. We have the same one. At the time, it's kind of ironic because I didn't really love her at the time. It was just after I came out with my sexuality, being queer, and it just wasn't a really good time. But I chose to get this tattoo done with her because she is my sister, but also I did it for loving yourself. So that's kind of what it means to me. It's a really small one. In the future, I'd like to get some more done. I'd love to get a flower for every country or state that I've lived in the world, with the coordinations of where my house was at the time that I lived there, which is pretty cool. I'm probably going to get this on my arm. I love getting tattoos where I can see them, so that's why I do that. The topic for this week is talking around age and do you think you kind of are the age you are? Yes and no. So, I think I am. So I'm 22, and I feel 22 for the most part. But sometimes when I'm talking to people, I feel older, or I feel like the conversations that I have aren't necessarily what folks my age are having. And so I feel like an older soul in that moment too. But then at the same time, with going through transition and taking testosterone, I'm kind of in puberty right now and feel like a teenage boy some of the time. I feel like I just muck around because I can, and then I've never got that opportunity to mess around and be what I like to be or who I like to be. So that's kind of fun. So I think I'm a bit of both there. I don't know, age is really weird to me and all relative and social construction, basically. How do we think our gender has impacted our age? So most of you probably don't know my trans coming out story, but I didn't kind of come to the realization that I was trans or genderqueer or anything like that until about 2 years ago. So around the age of 20. Then I fully didn't come out until about a year ago. So, I mean, before that time, I think there was a couple of things in my childhood that are related to gender, but I don't think it really affected my age a whole lot. And I just kind of try to be with whatever the, stereotypical girls were doing when I was growing up. However, now being 22, and starting to transition, I do realize that I look like a 12-year-old boy. And so that's been an interesting kind of dynamic to get over and kind of figure out in spaces, especially social spaces, because I get ID'd a lot, and then I don't know what people think of me. I just look really young for my age, and as I said, going through puberty right now, I mean, I'm doing things that I would do if I was a teenager sometimes, and not to the whole heart, but I'm pretty, like to goof around and stuff like that. So I think age really impacts that for sure. If you all have any topics that you want Genderqueer Gang to talk about, we're looking for some of those topics, or I'm looking for some of those topics. So feel free to comment below and put in what you think we should talk about with that. If you have any questions for me specifically, also comment below. I'm going to put my personal channel in the links below as well, if you all want to subscribe to that, or have any topics from there that you want me specifically to talk about. I can do that. Alright, I'll leave now. This is longer than I wanted. Sorry. I hope you all have a good Sunday.